Hello, how are you? Welcome to Melbourne Musos. My name's Quinlan, and I'd like to talk guitar tonight in a fairly subdued, lating kind of thing. But basically what I'd like to do is talk to you about chords a little bit, and talk to you about how to actually move chords that you already know up and down the fingerboard to really create some open, suspended, you know, sort of very airy kind of chords, and really adding things. Now, I mix it up here between drums and guitar, and what I'm doing now is actually, of course, adding on to previous guitar lessons where I've talked about chords like your typical open chord, like a C chord, G chord, E chord, A minor, all the chords you learn in your basic guitar lessons. But what I was doing then was actually playing essentially an F major 7 chord, okay? And then what I was doing was taking it up the fingerboard, okay? So we call this a movable position because it works like a bar chord. And so on. But what happens is that with a major 7, and this particular F major 7 chord, what's actually going on is that there's no finger making a bar. So you can't call it a bar chord, but yet it works in the same manner. The root note is on the 3rd finger, and if we look at the guitar, that's an F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, up to the octave. So, and the thing about it is that this particular chord, when you move it up, tends to lend itself to an A, because what's actually going on is you've got your root note A on the 5th string here. And even if you played the 6th string, you've actually got your typical, what's called a power chord, which is the 1st and the 5th, the A and the E. So, and then a little bit of accurate picking, all that sort of stuff really sends you on your way as far as some of the things that you want to maybe get into, sort of thing. Now, what happens is that when you're actually doing things like this, it's good to get to know at least a little bit of your theory, so you know why you like the sounds that you like. And what I mean by that is that if that's an A major 7, so to speak, and there it is there, when you go down, say, 2 frets, go down 1 tone is what it is. Okay, that's a flattened 7th, right? So it's a flattened 7 there, so you got A, B, C, I'm playing the same chord, but getting the rhythm. You know, there's something to be said for having strong rhythm. I mean, I'm a drummer, so, you know, you've got to really work the metronome, get a good sense of rhythm happening. And what happens is then combine that with the theory so that you know what you're playing. That's an A major 7, B, you know, C, but we're getting into suspensions here because you've got an A in the bass here, you see. Finger there, okay, suffice to say that would be the, a 9th, okay, you're adding the 9th. Now I've talked about that before, let me just quickly go over that. If you've got, say, an A major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, and there you go. You see, it's 1 step above the octave. Octave meaning 8, you see, so you just work your theory. I'm revising here because I did that a few weeks ago. So what I'm doing is going to lay down a track after the break using something really simple, just 3 fingers, basing it on an F major 7, but it's not in the key of F, I'm actually playing in the key of A, funnily enough. And then I'll start putting melody and all of that sort of business over the top. So see you on the other side of the break.